What's going on, YouTube? This is Jim Afanis, aka Viper Magic, and today I want to talk to you guys about the game that I have been playing. Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. Now, this game comes to us from the Chinese Room, which is a game developer that doesn't have a huge list of games. They're most notably known for the game Dear Esther, which I played in like a year or so ago. It came, I think, in like 2011 or 2012. This game is a Sony exclusive, PlayStation 4 exclusive. I don't know if it's going to come to PC or not. It might. Maybe it's already out there. I don't know. I picked it up for PlayStation. They were doing their summer sale where if you pre-ordered the game, they knocked off 20%. I get the PlayStation Plus 10% knockoff. It cost me about $16 all said when it was all said and done. The game is very cool. It's very different from a lot of games you've played, probably, because there is no one else to see. And by that I mean either you wake up or you show up or something, but it appears you are the last person, man or woman unknown, on the earth. And you walk around and you obtain clues to what happened to the people before you through radios and through walkie-talkies and through these lights. They look like orbs that fly around through the map, and by following them and talking or listening to them, you will get bits and pieces of a conversation that will slowly piece together this mystery. It's an amazing game because I am a huge fan of that minimalistic, you-figure-it-out plot. And you've heard me talk about Dark Souls at length in the past, doing this better than any developer I have ever seen. And a lot of the game description in Dark Souls comes from the items. And the items you pick up are actually what tells the story when you start piecing it together. And just by the rooms and the walls that you see and the areas that you explore, you slowly put together what happened to this world that you explore. And Everybody Has Gone to the Rapture does almost the same thing. It's not as drawn out as Dark Souls in that sense that there's not a lot of reading to do. In fact, there's really none. It's all through this captured dialogue, these snippets of time of these conversations of these characters. And as you go through the map and you start to figure out who's who and what's happening, it starts to make sense kind of what's kind of being put together. Skyrim was very good at this and notorious in a great way for doing the same thing in a lot of their dungeons, where you would just kind of see something evolve as you walk through the dungeon, whether it be these people harboring some sort of animals that got out of their pen that mutilated everybody, or some kind of weird witch sacrifice or something. Each cave had its own independent story that didn't really require a lot of reading. Sometimes there was a text or a note, perhaps, from a character who'd been there before, but the reality is you didn't need it. And that's what made it so great. This just way of telling a story just by the environment. In this game, Everyone's Gone to the Rapture does it in spades. I can't say enough good things about it. I have not beaten it, so if there is some crazy twist ending, I don't know about it. I'll probably finish it up tonight. From what I hear, it takes anywhere from 5 to 7 hours to complete. There's really no need to go back and do any sort of replay, because once you kind of figure out what you're looking for in an area, there's no need to go back. Now, a lot of the criticism has come because there's no sprint button and everything is very slow and methodical and you walk very slow. And the maps are pretty enormous. You'll be walking down a street for a minute or two before you get to a destination you want to get to. And a lot of people say, oh, that really sucks. I hate that. Well, there is a hidden sprint button by holding down the R2 trigger button. It doesn't increase your speed significantly, but it's a small amount. But I contend you don't need that. It's not boring when you really want to immerse yourself in that world and when you want to kind of take in the sights and the sounds. And the music plays such a significant part in this game, just the background music. And I'll give you an example. Very early on in the game, you go into a house and you get a ghost of a man and a woman talking, and the woman is crying, she's distraught, and she's explaining that she wanted to leave and her kids started to bleed. Don't know what that means. Well, I do, but I'm not going to give it away. And she came back to this house, and her husband went upstairs to put the kids to bed. And the guy asking her, well, what's going on? And she says, I don't know, that was 6 hours ago. We kind of know what that means, right? But again, they don't tell you that. So after the conversation, the ghosts kind of wisp away. And they're not really ghosts, they're just orbs. They kind of sort of flicker and take an appearance of a person, but not really. And then you have to go upstairs. And going up the stairs, very slow. And I guess you probably could hold down this trigger and sprint a little faster. But walking up the stairs, step by step, and hearing the creak of each stair as you go up. The music starts to change. The ambiance starts to change. The lighting's a little bit different now because it's a little darker in the day and there's a little bit of shadows cast. And you go up the stairs and you turn the corner and there's the door to go in. And the way the music hits, for me, it was a very surreal moment. It was a very emotional-filled moment as I opened the door to find... That's for you to discover. But the point is that payoff was incredible. That buildup was incredible. Just seeing it slowly start to take form. And that's why I say not having that mechanic where you have to run everywhere and everything's going to just get me as fast as I can. Run, let my stamina meter refill. Run. Stop and smell the roses in this game. That's part of the journey. I can't stress that enough. I think this game is truly amazing. I don't know if it's coming out to PC. I don't think it is. If it's not, would I say this is the definitive reason to jump and get a PlayStation 4? No. Only because of its length, and it is kind of a little indie game. But it's an amazing experience, and one that I feel will probably resonate with me for a while. And even try and explain it to people today at work. They were all looking at me like I was crazy. And I just tried to explain it with some of the things that I've seen, and I found myself not crying. I don't cry, damn it. Getting a little emotional because I'm like, man, it hit me in the feels. There's some stuff in here that really is pretty intense. So, I think people are like, okay, weirdo, have fun walking around and chasing the ghosts. And that's fine. I'll take that flack if necessary. But I am seeing it's getting some good ratings, and I think it's a good investment for current PlayStation 4 owners. And if you're not and you're on the fence, just add this to the list of things that I think you want to play. It's a very different experience than you're used to, and I think you will find a lot of enjoyment in it. I know I am. So if you're playing the game, leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys think about it. Let me know if you think it's fun. I like these kind of games. I want to see more of them. I like pushing the envelope. I'm tired of the old run-of-the-mill first-person shooters, racers, that sort of stuff. Yeah, you can make it pretty, but this is a truly unique experience that I have yet to see anywhere else in any other game. I have seen elements of it in Dark Souls. I've seen elements of it in Skyrim. I've seen elements of Gone Home, where you're kind of navigating through. You're this kind of voiceless narrator that just kind of takes things in, and the music kind of influences the world and that sort of thing. But in this package, I have yet to see it presented in this element, and for that reason, I truly love it. So all the guys out there at the Chinese Room, you guys did an amazing job. I love it. I can't say enough good things about it. For everybody else, I highly recommend you check it out on the PlayStation Network. Download it. I think it's $17 or $18 now if you have the PlayStation Plus discount. If not, I think it's $19.99. I could be wrong. But it's definitely worth checking out. As always, I want to thank you guys for watching. Please do me a favor. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about Everyone's Gone to the Rapture and all things PlayStation 4. And until next time, I will see you guys on the other side.